Hello, all you wonderful people out there. Here we are back at My Me Museum with episode 35 of our A to Z 45 RPM vinyl records collections. And we've got Philip Bailey doing Easy Lover. His famous duet with Phil Collins really took off well. I don't know Philip Bailey from anything else. It's the only song of his that I know. And, I know Phil Collins quite well, coming from Genesis and being the drummer and then lead singer for Genesis after Peter Gabriel left. But Philip Bailey, I don't know where he come from or anything else about him. This is the only time I've had any of his material cross my path. B-side being a song called Woman, which doesn't appear to have Phil Collins on it. But everybody knows, she's an easy lover. She'll break your heart, but you won't feel it. And then we got two copies of it. I don't see any differences other than a bit of the coloring being slightly different. Here's a really cool sleeve, Mega Records. There's so many distributors, so many different sleeves to be seen. And I'm not sure if that is the original sleeve for this or not because it's EMI on the vinyl. So here we've got Pilot doing You Can Do Magic, can do anything that you desire. And the B-side being Just Let Me Be, leave me alone, I'm a family man. Alright, I don't know a whole lot of Pilot stuff either. I don't know if they had a real big prolific career or not, but I do know the song Magic very well and like it. Next up, we've got a couple Pink Floyds to show you here. This one's a really nice one. I believe this is the B-side. Welcome to the Machine, running 725 from Wish You Were Here, which is actually my favorite Pink Floyd album of them all. I like it more than The Wall. Yes, I do. I always loved Wish You Were Here. And the A-side, I believe, is Have a Cigar. You're gonna go far. So next up, we've got another brick in the wall that pops up from time to time in boxes that I pick up here and there. And don't need to be singing any of that one for you. And the B-side of that was a song called One of My Turns, which was also directly off of The Wall. I saw The Wall many times when it was in the theaters. It was a huge album, loved them. I was a Pink Floyd fan before The Wall come out. That's another one of those where, you kind of got to shake your head because everyone's just all about The Wall, but there was so much amazing material before that. Yeah, they got a lot of kudos with Dark Side of the Moon, but they were just huge when The Wall came out. And I really did like Animals and Wish You Were Here much more than The Wall, but that's just me. Next up, we've got what you could probably call a novelty record, Beep Beep, Beep Beep. The car went beep, beep, beep by the Playmates, going back to 1958. So yeah, this one's got a few years on it, a little bit of age. And the B-side was a song called Your Love. Okay. And we got another Playmates here, Eyes of an Angel. And the B-side of that one was Wait for Me. Also going all the way back to 1958. So, before my time. I'm not that old. Alright, now we got the Police picture sleeve. Obviously from the Synchronicity album here. And it's Every Breath You Take. And the B-side, we get at least a couple of shots of the guys. Every Breath You Take, Murdered by Numbers, from Synchronicity. And there's Staying For You. Yeah. But finally getting to the vinyl. Every breath you take, I'll be watching you. And the B-side is that Murder by Numbers. This is actually a double A in my opinion because, both of these songs did quite well on the radio for them. I heard both songs played quite a bit. But Every Breath You Take is probably more common than Murder by Numbers. 1, 2, 3. Easy as your ABCs. Alright, Power Station picture sleeve here. Get it on. Bang a gong. Get it on. Do do do. So some kind of odd artwork here. Obviously it's a dancer, and she's leaning back on the back side, and she's leaning forward on the front side. But here's the label, and I have shown this disc before. I know I've got it in mixed boxes, and I posted it to the channel in the past, but I never had the picture sleeve, so it's always been just like this when I've gotten it before. So there's You Get It On, and the B-side being a song called Go to Zero. This kind of makes me think of Less Than Zero, but nope, that's two entirely different things. So next up, we got the Pretenders with Back on the Chain Gang. Wouldn't say I'm a huge Pretenders fan, but they had some good tunes, and this was definitely one of them. I do like this song. Brass in Pocket is another one that comes to mind that I did like. And getting to the label here, I've got two different copies, and they look virtually the same, but I'll point out the differences to you here, just to show you. You can see the Back on the Chain Gang label there, and then here's the other copy. What's rather interesting is it looks like all they really did was just stamp back-to-back hits on there and release the exact same thing out again, because the B-side of the original version was My City Was Gone, and the B-side of the back-to-back hit, My City Was Gone. And that's not a song that I'm familiar with or that I know, so I'm a little questioning whether or not that's actually a hit song, or they just got lazy and re-released the original 45 exactly the way it was previously with a back-to-back hit stamp added to the label. It was on both sides, by the way, if you didn't notice that. The A and B side both say the back-to-back hits. Now we've got some queens to look at here. Got a good grouping of queens here. And we're starting off with Killer Queen. And I think I've mentioned before that Queen was known for putting different B-sides on their singles that were released in different areas. Well, what's interesting here on this one is you've got different labels. Now, what came first, the caterpillar or the butterfly? Or did they get released at the same time? I've heard varying stories from different experts saying that they were released at the same time, one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. They both have the same B-side, which is Flick of the Wrist. But I just think it's interesting that you've got a label there with the butterfly, and you've got the exact same thing with the caterpillar. Yeah, it is rearranged a little bit different. Of course, it's labeled up at the top here and labeled down at the bottom here, but it's interesting. What came first, the caterpillar or the butterfly? So we're going to be looking at that kind of again here with We Are the Champions. Now this is just a solid red label, no real cool artwork or anything here. And the B-side is We Will Rock You, which you would probably expect. We Are the Champions and We Will Rock You. And then we've got the other version here with We Are the Champions and a caterpillar. So was there a way in it Are the Champions with a butterfly? I don't know. I would have to go and see if I've got any more copies of this. I really like the way they used the Queen logo here as opposed to the print that we had previously seen on a lot of them. So that one makes this one kind of cool too. But we Will Rock You, same B-side, noted as B-side, noted from 77, just as the original one was. I do believe this was the original release, but I could be mistaken. That could be backwards. There's so many printings, so many different editions, it gets really hard to know. And being a casual collector, I know I've got a ridiculous amount of these for me to say that I'm just a casual collector, but I really am a casual collector. I buy them because I like to listen to them. I like to have the 45s. They're great when you're having a party to DJ with some 45s instead of albums. I don't know, they're just kind of fun. So yeah, I'm a casual fan. I've got stickers, I've got damaged labels, I got ones that are written on them. When I come across them, if it's a good price, I'll pick it up because I really do want to listen to it. I'm not going to file it away in some sealed plastic and, archive it. I'm going to listen to them, and I do. So here we've got Queen's crazy little thing called Love, and you can see we've got the solid red labels here at this point. And the B-side on this one is Spread Your Wings. But this is the Queen Lives Killers version, not the one off of News of the World. And I believe this is also from the Queen's Life Killers, but I'm not entirely positive. This could be the studio version. It's not noted as being off of Live Killers the way that the B-side is. So quite possibly this is the studio version, and they pulled the live version to try to promote the live album on the B-side. Here we go with Dum Dum Dum. Another one, Rides the Bus. I just watched Weird, the Al Yankovic story last night. It's a rather interesting watch, so couldn't help but have that come to mind here. But anyways, another one, Bites the Dust, by Queen, with the B-side of Don't Try Suicide, Nobody Wants You to. And this is actually the game. I actually had this on 8-track. I could probably run down real quick and grab it and show it to you, but I've done it in a previous video. So one of the previous videos where I was filming some Queen 45s, I do show that 8-track. It's one of the few. I think I got Scorpions Tokyo tapes and Queen the game. And that's probably all that I have left in my old 8-track tape collections. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed episode 35, and I hope you come back and join us again. We've got quite a few more before we get to the Z's. Have a great day.